Today we're going to be unboxing and taking a deep dive into everything you need to know about our brand new Buydeem Steamer. And y'all, this steamer does a lot more than just your basic steaming. Plus, I saw some pictures and I think that this is just going to look beautiful in our kitchens. Hi, I'm Melissa Diane, and if you're new here, welcome. So let's get to unboxing. Now this arrived to me in 2 packages. And the first one, actually this big one here, let's go ahead and get it opened. Now y'all, what I'm gonna do, I am gonna put a link for this steamer in the description section below the video. So that way, that way you can order one if you want to, and there's a couple of places I think you can get it straight from the company, or I think one of the links was to Amazon, but I will put that in there for you. So let me pull this out, y'all, and I'm excited. Do you know why? Because the color of this, the picture I saw was this really, really pretty green color, and I think it's the color that's right here. Look at this, on the end of this box. I think that is the color that this steamer is gonna be. Look at that color. I know, I get excited about the smallest things, but I just love for things in the kitchen to be really pretty. So here we go, there's the front of the box, and then on the box, let's see, what's nice about it, ooh, I already like this. On the back side, it has a really nice picture here, and on the side, there's instructions on how to go ahead and use all the settings, which is really neat. And there's a little more information on this side. So here's the first box. Let's sit it over here a second. And then the second box, this one was also in a brown box, but I had already opened it. And this one, let me see. Let's go right here. I haven't opened this, obviously. And here, yes. When they sent me information about this, so first of all, I do have to say thank you to Buydeem, because Buydeem reached out to me and said, hey, we'd like to send you a steamer, and they asked me to share this with all of you. And they said, we're going to send you our wonderful steamer, and we'll also send a really nice ceramic plate for you to use, and that's what this is. I just got to get the little styrofoamies off of it. But y'all, this is a really nice plate. This will be perfect for putting all of our items on in our steamer. So the first thing I'm going to do, let's go ahead and let's just open this up. And let's see what's the first thing to come out of our box. Okay, so the very first thing we have got in here, ooh, yay, this is our instruction book, which we're definitely going to need. Okay, and this is really nice. Gosh, there's a lot of good, it looks like these are super simple to understand, which is really good. So here we go, we got our instruction book. We'll be reading through this together and getting everything set up. But y'all, this looks, I can just tell you, let me open up one page. This looks like it's pretty simple to set up and use. Okay, we got the lid. And yes, I can tell that this is that really pretty color. I just thought this is going to look so nice in our kitchen. There we go. It's a nice, pretty green here on the handle. And the lid, we'll talk more about this in a little bit, but I like this. Look, y'all, how nice and big you can see through the top of that window is. So you can see through it when you're cooking. Okay. Let me reach in here and pick this up. I'm going to move this box here out of our way. Here we go. So let's sit the lid over here. Whoa. And I like this. It's got a nice long cord, so I can put it anywhere in the kitchen that I want to. We've got our little tray that's going to hold all of our drippings. And then we have a little ring here. Look at this, y'all. This is so nice. It's nice and spacious. So these are the pieces, and there's not that many pieces, which I like. Here's a couple areas. I believe this is where we're gonna add some water. So here we go. This is the main food steamer. It's nice and big, has a couple of areas. We'll learn what these are all about in a minute. I think this is where we can add our water. Looks like these come on and off for easy cleaning. We've got a drip tray right here, so that's nice. We got a little tray for steaming our food. My goodness, and this says right here, it says this is a little energy ring. So y'all, there's not that many pieces, which I think is wonderful. And they're all super nice and they're sturdy. And I will have to tell you, I love the color. Real quick, I'm going to show you how these pieces all come together, and then I'm going to bring you around here and we're going to walk through so you can see how to actually use the steamer. I can tell you real quickly, what I do like is that there's a lot of space in here for your food, but yet the steamer seems pretty compact, so if you don't have a whole lot of counter space, it's actually perfect. And so I'll show you also in a little bit different areas of how you can place it in your kitchen or in your pantry. So first of all, you just have the inside of your steamer. The cord comes out the back. It's a nice long cord. You got a little energy ring here that's gonna go in the middle. We got our drip tray that is gonna go on. We've got our food tray that's gonna go on top, and then you have your lid. Now the lid there's some little vent holes here in the back, so you want that to go to the back of the steamer, and this will be the front, and there you go, y'all, and that's it. Now I brought you up close so you can see how to put all of this together, and I'm just following the little instruction book. Y'all, this is a very nice instruction book that they included with this, so I'm just walking through this with you so that you can see how simple this will be when you get this at home. And so first of all, I will tell you here on the sides, they call these the little steam baffles. There are 2 of these. Let me tilt this up a little bit. And these just slide in and out. What's nice is because in here is obviously where you're gonna put your water. And if you'll notice here on the side right here, there's a little area that shows you the minimum and the maximum amount of water. There are these 2 little lines. And if you should notice for some reason that you need extra water, then all you have to do, instead of taking this all apart, is just to lift this up on either side, and then you can pour in extra water. And I thought that was really nice because, you know, main thing when you're looking at this is you want this to be nice and simple and easy and also really safe. So that's a very safe feature. So first of all, you got your baffles. Both of those are put in. Then they call this the little energy ring. This goes around the little section here in the middle. And then, let me scoot up a little. The next thing you'll do is you'll fill this up with water, and then to the little lines, also the minimum and maximum are marked here on the inside. This is the little drip tray that will go here. And then on top of that is where your silver food tray will go, because you can put your food directly on here if you want to. What's nice about this is elevated. So if you put food directly on here, it's never going to actually be sitting in water. So it's not going to get soggy and have any of that water on it. Then if you want to, you can put your food on your ceramic tray. That will go on top here. And then you have your lid. Now remember, here on the front, or excuse me, the back of the lid back here are some little vents. So you want that to always go to the back. And then here on the front where it has the little Buydeem symbol, those will just go there on top. So that is basically it as far as putting this together. Super simple. Now, one thing I did realize when I was doing this is, you know, a lot of times I'm gonna be taking this apart so that we can use it. A lot of times over on my cooktop, I will have all my burners going, and then I have to find a place maybe to squeeze in a big steam pot, and I've got a big one, and I don't always have room for that. So if that's the case, especially during the holidays, then I can pull this out, plug it in, steam what I need to. It's very nice, compact, and it saves a lot of room. So now let's get this all apart and let's get started. So here, real quick before we add our water, I wanted to show you this. This has our timer right here. It's just a little knob from 5 minutes all the way up to 60. Has our start and pause button, has the warming button over here, and then also a stop button. What's nice on the end here, on the edge, a lot of times when I'm steaming different items, I forget how long I want them to go. So for this, on their Buydeem's basic model, here on the corner, it has just a list of some of the most common items that you may steam. It has on here your eggs, broccoli, corn, fish, shrimp, chicken, dumplings, sweet potatoes, and then some vegetable soup here on the end. And then here on this far side again, that shows your window for your max and your minimum water. I'm going to go ahead now and add water to our steamer. We're going to put about 6 cups in for right now. I'm going to take our drip tray, place that on top. And then on top of our drip tray, we're going to put our steamer tray. We're going to go ahead and do that. And I think we're just going to go ahead and put our lid on. I'm going to look at the control panel and you'll see that as soon as I plug this in, it's going to beep. So there we've beeped. Now, if we don't do anything else at all, if we don't actually turn it on, it's not going to start heating, which I did like. That's a good safety feature, I thought. Now what we're going to do is, if you look up here, let's say that we just want to put this on for, we're going to steam for about 20, let's do 20 minutes. So I'm going to turn it up here to 20. It's also going to show you 20 down here. And as it starts steaming, once we start it, this will count down. So you can always see how much time you have left. So now we have it set for 20 minutes and we're going to start it. So we've started. If we need to pause it, we can pause it here, or we can jump in here and we can stop it right here. So it's really simple, really simple. There's not anything else to it. Now I'm going to track for you the time so that we can see how quickly it's going to actually start steaming. It's been going about 20 seconds, and at that 20-second mark, it's already starting to steam up on the lid. So I really do like the lid. I like that this lid is completely clear and you can actually see what is happening inside of here. It's now been 30 seconds, and at 30 seconds we're already steaming. We've now been going about 1.5 minutes. You can see we're steaming up good. As this is going, if for any reason we needed to add water, remember, this is where we would do it. We would raise up right here. We could add water on either side. And then this window right here, it shows you, here's the minimum mark, there's the maximum, and so we're well within our limit. So this is a super easy way for you to tell how much water is left. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. We're going to let it cool, and then I'm going to show you how you would clean this after you finished. And then also, besides just being able to tell right here that the minimum level had been reached, if you look right over here at the very end, there is another button, and this will start flashing where it says refill if you need to add any water. What I'm going to do now is I've unplugged it and I've let it cool for just a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and take the lid off. Now remember, when you're taking this lid off, since here in the back there are those little vents that you see, make sure that you open it away from you. So we're going to go ahead and just take this off. I'm going to set my lid over here. We're now going to let the rest of this cool down, and then I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to clean this. Now for the clean up. Y'all, this looks like this is going to be so simple, and I don't know about you, but I do not like appliances where it is difficult and it takes a lot of time to clean up anything because we're all so busy. So basically all we're going to do is we're just going to take the lid off. And all of these items, you can just rinse this. You can rinse this off, just wipe them down with a soft sponge, super easy. Everything actually can go in the dishwasher except the base. Again, this, take it off with a soft sponge or put that in the dishwasher. This was the tray I told you about that is going to collect a lot of that condensation in water. So you're just going to take this and then you'll dump it. Rinse it off with your with water, soap and water, and then again with just a light sponge, or put it in the dishwasher if you need to. And then for this section, we just take this out, dump out the water, wipe it down, and we're done. So y'all, this is really super simple and easy to clean. So now in our next video that's popping up, we're going to be fixing a wonderful meal using our new Buydeem Steamer. So check out that video and I'll see you there in a few minutes. Bye-bye.